Hey everyone, Drew B's Apiary here. It is February 24th. Beautiful day. Bees are out buzzing. They're bumping into my head because obviously I'm right in their flight path in front of their entrances. I'm gonna do a quick check on our defensive swarm trap and see if anyone's checking it out. I don't think anything's moved in, but not only is it worth checking on it, it's also worth making sure that there's not any damage to the comb from the wax moths we were talking about. So let's go do that real quick. I might reapply a little bit. Of the lemongrass oil right here. Nothing yet. That is expected. Still smells a little bit like lemongrass. I'm just gonna put a tiniest little bit on it. Okay. That can stay right there. Frames are untouched. All right, good deal.
Wonder if that's the same bee.
Might be the same bee.
Oh, there's two.
Two of them.
Yeah.
So that's good. So basically, let's see. Be up there. Might be scout bees, and you know they'll go let the other hive know, assuming they even want to move into it. On the note of swarming, one thing that's kind of interesting, this is my red hive. You can kind of see right here. I'm just going through doing a Formic treatment, but and you'll see the Formic treatment here in a second, but I'm over here talking about, you know, this video is about swarming. Here's a great example. Today, like I said, this video is kind of in several parts. Today is March the 7th here in north central Georgia, and you can already see cells that they're gonna be getting ready to swarm with eventually. So this is gonna be a great example of a hive that I'm gonna be supering up. Hopefully there's still time for prevent them from swarming, I did this exact thing of crushing these little cells about a week ago. So obviously the swarm impulse is on for them. Hopefully by giving them a little bit of room, they are going to be less likely to do so. So I'm just going through, shaving off wax, taking some of this, you know, closing off some of these cells, basically doing something essentially like this. And you just take your hive tool, go through, just kind of cut those off. All right, you just kind of want to go through and be looking for any, and pretty much trying to let them know, hey, stop doing that. Don't want you guys to swarm. I'm going to give you more room. And hopefully that deters them. It's a natural part of their reproductive cycle, but as a beekeeper, if they're going to split, I want to split them on my own terms and not them making that decision on their own. And so, yeah, I'm just going through, crushing all these, and just want to figure out, show what to look out for. Anytime you see these open cells like that hanging on the bottom of the frame, looking kind of like that right there, those, great example of a swarm cell, potentially in the making. So, just wanted to share. I know this video is mainly about swarm prevention or catching swarms, but just figured I'd want to share and add in this that I'm doing another round of Formic Pro treatment. So last Formic Pro on all 4 of these hives was done back in October, very successful. We're doing the 2 10-day treatments, not the full 14-day double dose. So we're doing a lighter dose, but over a longer period of time, really trying to knock these mites back before going into the spring nectar flow. So in case that comes up, just want to share that's something I'm doing while I'm getting ready for swarm season out here. One thing I'm doing for Red Hive for swarm prevention is I'm going to be adding another super. I know it's kind of early to do that, but again, this hive has, really all 4 of my hives have outgrown themselves this winter, since we didn't really have a winter. And so this population is booming. It's either ready for, you know, big honey production this spring, which again, you know, we still got like a month or so till that is. So the scary thing is, because all these hives are so big, the swarm impulse is going to be a lot stronger for them if they hadn't been this big. So normally I would not super up this early, but they need room. Like both of these boxes, this is a deep, you know, body, and then you got a normal super. I'm going to add one more super that's empty. I've got one thing of drawn comb in there that hopefully inspires them to get up there and start working. So TBD on that. But again, goal is to give them room. So one frame of drawn comb, or I should say drawn or some drawn super comb, and the rest of these are just blank foundation. So give them that to do, and we'll double check the other ones while we're giving them their treatment as well. Hey everyone, just kind of wanted to wrap up this video, make everything as coherent as possible, but we're here at a different location. This is just a small 5-frame nuke that sometimes I leave out as a mini swarm trap. Again, as stating from earlier, nukes do not make the best swarm traps, but again, I'm trying to use the equipment I have. These are obviously better suited for, you know, making splits with, stuff like that, but while I have the equipment, I'm going to try to use it. So this one here is baited with some Swarm Commander. It's in a semi-shaded spot, so just for convenience sake, I'm leaving it out there. But I just want to summarize this video. This is a very busy time of the year for most beekeepers. You know, this video I covered everything from what to look for, as far as, you know, signs of maybe like a swarm moving in, or indicators if a swarm is thinking about moving in, as well as, you know, just kind of showing you how I'm setting up a few of my swarm traps and where they are, as well as things you can be looking in your own hives to be checking to see if your own hives are going to be thinking about swarming. Something I always tell people to do, if, again, I know this is a nuke, but if you can pretend that this was a 10-frame box, You know, you always want to kind of go on the back if you can, and kind of be checking underneath the frames. So, you know, if you flipped this, if that was forward, you'd be able to see the bottoms of your frames. Use that as your judge for your own hives if your hives are thinking about swarming, because you'll see those cells that I showed earlier in the video, and that kind of tells you if your own hives are swarming. That can be a great opportunity for you to make splits if that's something you're trying to do. I myself haven't made any splits just yet, but I probably will here by the middle of this month. Mine will probably be walkaways. I'm probably not going to be buying any mated queens, but you know, if you do have a swarm cell with a capped queen, like it's ready to go, they're getting ready to swarm, that's a great opportunity to make a split with, because you'll get a queen turned around a lot quicker than a normal walkaway. But again, busy time of the year. Happy hunting to you all that are out there trying to catch swarms yourself. I promise the next video will be a little bit more coherent and not so jumpy all over the place. And hopefully the next video, you know, if we're lucky, is showing a swarm being caught. And if not, maybe it'll be a future video after that, because these traps are going to be out at least for 2 months or so. But either way, hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you so much. Take care.